What's up, everybody? It's your boy JR Lee, and I'm back for another special episode of the Fly on the Wall Show. And today we got a rising star today, man. We got the young bull, Tylan. The Tylan, for the people who may not know who you are yet. Can you tell us a little about yourself and what it is that you do?
Hey, what's up, everybody? Appreciate my guy JR having me on this show today. Tell
So,
y'all about a little bit about myself and what I do. Again, I'm Tylan, 19 years old, national recording artist, singer, songwriter, aspiring actor. I want to get back into acting, get into movies and things of that
yes,
nature.
sir.
And yeah, I'm just out here, sharing my music with the world, and I'm excited about everything that I got going on.
Absolutely, man. Definitely a superstar. And it's definitely a pleasure to finally be able to connect with you today, bro. And I know that you said that you're 19. You're pretty young, man. How did you get into music, into entertainment, all those things like that?
It's a real funny story. So I started singing professionally 4 years ago when I was 15. But really I've been singing all my life. Well, at least that's what I say. Like my mom and my grandma, like they'll say that I kept it shy, like I wouldn't really sing for them, and that's the truth. Like I was in acting and theater camp up at Howard University from the ages of 16, well, the ages from 6 to 13 rather. I'm sorry, and
Wow.
I stopped like everything with entertainment when I turned 13. 'Cause as a guy, going into teenage years, like, it's that awkward phase and things of that nature. So I didn't really want nothing to do with it, but I was still singing school for the girls and stuff like that. So, yeah, everybody used to call me a ladies man in middle school. Like, used to call
For
me a
sure.
304 and stuff like that. It's a whole bunch of stuff in middle school that was going on. But yeah, so all my friends in middle school was like, "Child, like you could really blow, man." I'm like, "Man, I can't blow, man." But I eventually got the confidence to ask my mom, tell her like, "Mom, I want to sing and I want to pursue this as my career." And she took me down to Atlanta, and the rest is pretty much history now. So yeah.
So that is dope, man. So pretty much from the age of 6, you was preparing yourself, at least at that age initially, to get into like being an actor and stuff like that. So is acting one of your
Absolutely,
passions?
yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like my great grandmother, she's known as the first lady of blues in the city.
Oh, so it's in
She's
your
actually,
blood.
yeah, it's in my blood, man. She was actually in the original Hairspray. And
Wow.
she won an Emmy. So yeah, like it's
Oh, it's in
in
your
her
blood.
husband.
It's in your
Yeah,
blood.
her husband, my great grandfather. He was her drummer. He was best friends with Billie Holiday and all like the legends and things like that. So yeah, it's in me, man.
So pretty
Sure.
much was music and entertainment always all around you? Like, did you grow up? Did you start singing in the church?
Absolutely, for sure. I got camcorder footage of me singing in church, like my solos and things like that when I was about 4 and 5 years old.
Oh
It's
man,
actually
that's gonna
going,
be big when you blow up even
yeah,
further.
it's going into my documentary that we're
Absolutely.
producing right now. Like my career from then to now. Pretty
So
much.
you're
So
already working on the documentary.
yeah, we are. We're going
I
to
know that's
documentary
right.
right now. Yeah,
I know
man.
that's right,
Content is
man.
content is king right now. So
Content.
gotta get.
Let's talk about that, man. I know you recently just dropped your mixtape and everything. I see you on your
Mhm.
content game. How important is it for a young artist and just anybody on social media? How important is creating content?
Oh man, it's the most important thing. If you're not making content being in front of these people's faces, our attention spans are so short, especially my
Yeah.
generation. Like they'll look at you for shoot, I wouldn't even say 2 seconds. They'll look at you, see if they like something and then keep going. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta make sure that you continuing to feed the beast, making sure they continue to see you. Because if you're not showing yourself, then
Yeah.
I mean nobody's really seeing you now. So it's a different day and age. So you just gotta make sure you feeding it. Posting content almost every day. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Absolutely, absolutely. And when it comes to, content, when it comes to music and acting, who are some of your influences that you feel motivate you and inspire you? Not saying that, you take your sound from them, maybe give you a little bit more direction and make you feel like, "Hey, this is possible. I really want to do this."
All right. First and foremost is Usher, man. Like
I
I've been
knew it.
listening to
Yeah,
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 I've been listening to Usher since I was coming out the womb. Like,
yeah,
listening to all his classics, from the 87 to 1 album to My Way to,
yeah.
Confessions. Like I also got old camcorder footage that's going in the documentary of me taking my grandma's jewelry and flinging it around my neck, pretending with the U
Absolutely,
chain. So like, Usher for sure is like the god I look up to more than anybody. Of course, Michael Jackson, he's the king of
absolutely,
pop.
Russell.
Uh,
Absolutely,
yeah, RIP to the GOAT. Chris Breezy, of course. Like those guys, like my
absolutely.
top. are my top three who I look at and like I want to model my career after. Like I always say, like if I can have half of the career that those guys had,
Yeah,
I would have been successful. So those are the guys
absolutely.
I model
And
my.
have you ever been able to have you? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, no, you good. No,
Have you ever been able to meet Chris Brown or Usher yet?
not yet, man. But I know that day is gonna be it's gonna be crazy. Like just being those
Absolutely.
guys that I've been watching, since the ages of 3 up until
Yeah,
now. Like I usually don't fan out when I meet people, but
yeah,
I
for
know
sure.
when I meet those guys, it's gonna be crazy. So
I
I'm
think
looking
it's
forward
like
to it.
absolutely. I think it's like surreal when you grow up seeing somebody on TV or listening to them on the radio or watching them on the big
But
screen, and you finally like bump into them. It's like, of course, they're regular people. They believe the same way you believe, but it's like, dang, I was just watching. Now you in the same room. Like that's crazy.
you're right.
Has that ever happened to you yet? You met anybody that was just like, dang, I just met you.
Oh man, let me think about this. Uh,
I know you had a song with Soldier Boy.
yeah, Soldier probably would be the one. Soldier would
Yeah.
definitely be the one, probably. Hitting the Superman, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, in elementary school and stuff like that. And to now having a song with him, like it's crazy. So, and he's a great guy. So it was real dope, meeting him and doing a video with him and making a record with him that's doing great, that my fans really liked. So it was great.
For sure, for sure. Now, being like an up and coming, I'm not even gonna call you up and coming artist, up and coming star. I know you a star, bro. Like being an up and
Absolutely. I
coming
appreciate
star,
it.
of course, bro. Being an up and coming star, what are some of like the difficulties in like growing your audience and your brand that maybe you didn't think it was gonna be so hard, but now that you're in it, you see it firsthand. And how do you work to overcome that?
Man, even though content is like the most important thing, is probably the hardest thing too, because there's so much
Yeah,
of it. People are releasing music. Shoot, it's probably a million people that just released a song or an album right now. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
it's just so
absolutely.
much of everything out there right now. So I think just trying to differentiate yourself from those people and just making sure you putting out good stuff. Like when I first got into it, like I'll never forget when I made my first song. I was thinking like, man, I'm gonna put this out and it's gonna go number one, like just like that. And it's just being in it now for the last 4 years, it's not that easy. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
you really gotta put in the work, and making sure the people hear it. Cause you can have a dope record, but if it's not,
yeah,
with the right people and the right people not listening to it, it's like it was
mm,
all for what. So that's the
yeah.
most important. That's the hardest thing, rather. Yeah, going on with it right now.
Absolutely. You said something important. Like if you're not with the right people, not pushing your record and stuff like that. Like how important is it to have like a good team behind you? I know you have a strong team as of right now. How important is that in this industry as well as in life and business?
Oh, man, it's the most important thing.
Yeah,
They sometimes they can see things that you don't.
yeah,
You got to have people that like how can I say it? My pastor said something on Sunday actually that resonated with me. Like you have to know what your weaknesses are so that you can
mm,
build a team around you that they're good at what you're not good at. So they can lead you
absolutely.
down the road, a good road that you're not too familiar with. So like obviously I make the songs, I make the records. I
Right.
have to do my job. I have to be ready to go on stage and perform and give people a show. But I'm not too informed on the business side. So that's why you have managers, you have lawyers, you have all those
Absolutely.
people in place so they can lead you in the right direction. I mean, ultimately the decision is up to me and my manager being my mom. Shout out my momager. But
Yeah. Shout out to
yeah,
moms.
yeah, absolutely. But just having those people around you to lead you down the right path is everything.
Absolutely, man. I know that you mentioned your momager, your mom. Shout out to your mother and everything. How
Mm-hmm.
important and how pivotal is she in your career right now?
Oh, she means everything.
Yeah,
She's my gas. Uh, she's I don't. It's no words to describe like
yeah,
everything that she's done for me in my career.
yeah,
You know, there's no better person to have than your mom because she has your best interest. Everything.
yeah.
Sometimes like especially early on in my career, we used to butt heads a lot.
Of course, of
Because
course.
you gotta
And you a
remember that.
Taurus, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yeah.
I already
I'm a
know.
Taurus,
Yeah, I'm a
man. Yeah,
Taurus too, so I already
yeah,
know sometimes how it go. Absolutely.
yeah. So it's like you gotta realize that hey. she's saying the right stuff as your manager.
Yeah.
Like, she got
Right.
two different hats now, so
Right.
it was hard at the beginning of my career, but now we're finding, that middle ground, and
Yeah.
our gelling a lot better now. So it's great.
Absolutely, man. That's good, man. Having a strong team, having a support system, especially family. The entertainment industry can be crazy, and so having that those close
Yeah.
relationships from early on to help you stay grounded, very important, man. And I know that you mentioned your pastor earlier, so
Mhm.
I'm assuming that you may not be religious, but you may be spiritual. Is that correct? Or
Yeah, absolutely. And I've grown up in the church,
yes,
obviously,
sir.
because I started singing in the church. You know what I'm saying? So
So,
I'm very big on religion, and
absolutely,
spirituality and things of that nature, and believing in a higher purpose, and that being God. So
absolutely.
obviously, I don't want to get all into that because I know
Nah, I know
everybody has their different beliefs in
for
that,
sure,
and
for sure.
I don't discredit anything of that
Nah,
other
for
people
sure,
on their beliefs, but I
for
just know
sure.
what I believe in. So
That's a great answer, man. And how important is it to believe in something greater than yourself? How does that keep you grounded in this world?
because I know it's bigger than me. Like
Yeah,
I didn't just wake up one day and say, "Hey, I'm gonna have the ability to sing." Like it was just in me, and like that's something that I know that that God, he gave me these gifts and put these great people around me. Because
yeah,
there's a lot of people out here that are dope and talented people, but they
yeah,
don't have the support system and the team that
yeah.
I had in place. So I know that that's only coming from him to put me in the right positions and put me in the right rooms to be around the right people that I've been fortunate to be around in my career. So I know it's
Absolutely,
bigger than me. It's bigger than me.
absolutely, absolutely, man, absolutely, man. And so let's talk about the project you just recently dropped, man. I heard it. I
Yeah,
heard it a few times. The only thing I wish it was a little bit longer, but I know that was on purpose. I was like,
yeah.
dang, he just gave you enough to make you feel like, dang, what else can he do? What was the thought process when dropping that?
That was the thought process. Don't want to, give them everything. I just wanted
Yeah,
to, hit them with a little quick little something because this is my first like real full project that I've putting out in my
yeah,
career.
yeah,
So that was really the focus, just trying to make some dope stuff. Listening to what's hot right now on the
yeah,
radio
for
and
sure.
what my generation is listening to, and just put my little spill on it. That's why it's called My Perspective. Because it's
Yeah.
coming from my view of these songs and these records. So yeah,
It gave me that early when Wayne used to get on people's songs and everybody got scared, like, oh no, like what he about to do to my fact.
yeah, for sure, man.
Absolutely. Now, did you have a team help you write these, or was that your perspective like fully like you wrote everything?
Well, it was so all of them were my concept. 'Cause
Okay.
I'm working with a lot of great writers
Absolutely,
in
absolutely.
my career because I'm an overthinker. I overthink everything, and I know like
Yeah,
in songwriting that's a big
yeah,
no. So it's great to have great writers that I can look to like NR. Shout out my big bro NR. Shout out my big bro Marcus who helped write on these projects, and then the I Need Love record. Shout out my Unc RL from Next and my other big bro B Flat who produced that. So just
yeah,
working with a lot of great writers to help me get out of my head. So when it's time for me
yeah,
to, because I've written a lot of my own joints, but
for sure.
it's just sometimes you just
Yeah,
get in my own way. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely, absolutely,
good to
absolutely.
have those
Sometimes you got to
guys.
bring absolutely bring the people around that's gonna help you elevate.
Facts,
Hold on, give
facts.
me 1 second. All right, sorry about that.
Oh, you good?
Absolutely, man. Now, all right, let's focus. Now, man. So, as far as the project goes, do you have like a favorite record on there so far? Which one you think is the one, or you think
Mm,
all of them the one?
I think all of them know for sure.
Absolutely.
But if I like had to pick one, I love the Tomorrow record. I don't know
Yeah,
that
yeah,
Tomorrow
that
it
one
hit
hard.
different.
That's one hard. That beat is
Yeah,
hard too, man. You did it
yeah,
justice for real.
the beat crazy. I
Everything
appreciate that too, man. That's
for
love.
sure.
But I Need Love. That will always be like
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
personal favorite for me.
That's my favorite right there. I heard that I was like, ooh,
Sure. Yeah,
yeah.
we the video for that is crazy. That's gonna be the last video that we drop too.
So you got
For him.
videos coming for these projects too.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we already got 4 videos out right now. So y'all go check them out on my YouTube channel right now. We got the Wait For You response out right now. It's like a in studio video. We got the Damage video out now. The last video, and then the What Happened to Vocals videos are all out right now. So, and they're doing really good. So I'm excited about them.
No, that's dope. Definitely can't wait to see that. Definitely gonna share that when those drop. But man, like you, every time I hit you up, every time I talk to you, always working. You're traveling, you're performing, you're in the
Yeah.
studio. I know you recently had a tour. How do you stay like? How do you like manage your time? How important is time management for you?
Oh, it's big important. It's really important.
Yeah,
Like I said, just have my mom with me 24/7.
yeah,
She is always on me and making sure I'm
yeah.
doing what I have to do. But also
Shout
like
out to
just
moms. I know
being
she's probably close by.
absolute again, yeah, yeah. But just being the person that I am, like I'm
Yeah,
so locked in on the goal right now, trying to
yeah,
get to where I ultimately want to get to. Like I'm like if people that really know me know that I'm not a type of guy that likes to go out that much, you know.
yeah,
I'm only with 3 people, you know, like my friends wise. Like I'm only with
yeah,
shout out my brother Corey, shout out my little sister Michaela, and shout out my little bro Nick. Like those like the only 3 people that I'm talking to on a constant basis. It's not my mom, my grandma, somebody in my family, or you know my people on my team. Like I'm trying to just keep my mind locked in on the goal and just staying focused. Also being in therapy, that helps a lot.
yeah. That's dope,
You know,
man.
with mental health, you know, like that's another thing I want to preach to my young guys, especially my
Yeah,
young African American guys. Like you don't gotta go through everything you're going through alone. Like you always got somebody
yeah,
that wants to help you and be there with you and for you. And you know, man, it's so much I can say about
yeah,
that because
yeah,
I can the first I could be the first to say that therapy saved my life. You know, like
yeah.
it, it was
That's
it's a
powerful.
lot of
That's
it's a lot
deep,
of things in
bro.
my testimony, man, that I could
Yeah,
say, but yeah, therapy saved my life for sure. So
absolutely,
yeah,
man. No, that's beautiful, man. I love to hear that, man. And I feel like, of course, it's being spoken about now as far as mental health because, of course, everything that's going on in the world and
right,
just it's terrible out here, man. But I cannot stress that enough, man. Mental health, just being able to express yourself, because a lot of us grow up. Some of us grow up in 2-parent households. Some of us grow up in 1-parent household.
right,
Sometimes we feel like we don't have anybody to speak to. Some of us, sometimes we just talk to God, man. But being able to talk to somebody other than yourself, because sometimes we talk to ourselves all day, and those thoughts get clouded, and sometimes you don't even know what's
yeah,
true and what's
absolutely,
not true, right?
right.
So yeah,
Yeah,
man.
it's
So
great
I'm,
to talk to
I'm.
somebody. Yeah. Oh, my bad, bro. My bad.
Now you're
Yeah.
good. Go ahead, bro. It's about you, man. Go
No,
ahead.
I was just saying, man, it's just great to talk to somebody that's not like in your situation with you on a day-to-day
Yeah,
basis. Um, you know, that you can just talk to and you get
yeah,
clear messages from, you know, because they're not
yeah,
coming to you from like they don't know the situation. Like they just giving you the best advice. And
yeah,
yeah, that's hey man, if you have the resources to get therapy, I tell all my young guys, man, go get therapy. Even not just my young guys though, just my young
yeah,
girls, like everybody. I'm especially
yeah.
speaking to my young African American brothers. Like, go get therapy, man.
Absolutely.
Sure.
Absolutely. Do you feel like, well, thank you so much for that, man, and being an advocate for as well as being an advocate for mental health. Do you feel like because of the position that you've been fortunate and blessed with, you feel like you have a responsibility to make sure that you inform and educate the people that come after you and even the ones that
Absolutely.
come before you?
Absolutely. What's good of having all the information if you're not paying it
Yeah,
forward and giving it back? You know, that's just being selfish. So I feel like,
yeah,
you know, with the status that I'm trying to get to and what I'm already on, but you know, obviously I'm
yeah.
trying to go higher and higher, but you know, I got to give back, you know. That's just how I look at things. Like I gotta give back. So,
Absolutely, man. And I know that you said that, you're getting back in your acting bag and everything like that.
yeah.
When it comes to acting, like, are you what type of roles are you? What type of actor are you? Are you like one of the guy a more serious actor, action, drama, thriller? Are you a comedy, family movie guy? Like, what type of actor are you?
Me, I feel like I can do anything. That's just how
Yeah,
I look at it. I'm just
I love it.
confident in my ability.
Got to.
I'm confident in the work that I put into my craft. So I feel like if I really hone back in on my acting, I feel like it's no role I can't do. Cause I feel like that in my music. Like
Yeah.
and it's a testament. I just actually did a drill song the other day, probably about a couple weeks
Ooh.
ago.
I'm gonna
That
have to
thing is
hear that.
crazy. That thing is crazy. It's not out yet. It's not out yet,
Okay,
but
okay.
that thing is crazy. So like, it's just a testament to the hard work that I put into my craft. So I feel like again, it's nothing that I can't do. So when I start getting back into my acting, hey, I always make a joke that I'm gonna be the Black Spider-Man. Who knows,
I
man?
love it. Nah, I love it. I love it, man. Talk that. You gotta talk that, man. You gotta. One of the things I've been learning, and as I talk to these different people, no matter who they
Mm-hmm.
are, one of the things they tell me is that belief in self is one of the most important things that you can have. It don't matter if you are down here right now, or if you're up here. You gotta have that constant belief in self because guess what? Ain't nobody else gonna believe it to you until you believe in yourself. Well, sometimes, but
Absolutely.
you know what I mean? Absolutely, man. And speaking about belief in self and belief, I remember I was able to speak to shout out to E Nix a few last year, I
Mm-hmm.
believe, and he was telling me about the qualities that make a star. And I'm sure we all know that you're a star. In your definition, what do you think makes a star?
Man, shout out E-Nix too, man. That's my guy.
Sure.
Love that guy, man. Yeah, I hit him up soon. I ain't talked to him in a little bit, so I gotta hit him up. But make a star. The first is confidence. Absolutely, you
Confidence.
gotta have ultra confidence in yourself. Next would be that team of people that can. Because I'm the type of person, like I said, because I overthink a lot. Sometimes
Yeah.
my mind and my thoughts they do get clouded. So just having
Yes,
people
sir.
to that reassurance, like like, hey,
Yeah.
you putting in the work, hey, you're gonna make it. Like just having people
Yeah.
say those type of things to me, it helps a lot, especially in those moments when I'm down.
Yeah.
Putting in the work, hard work, man, hard work and dedication to your craft. You put in the work, it's gonna pay off. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
It may
sir.
not come when you want it to, but it always come like in the perfect moment.
Yeah.
God does everything for a reason. So just putting in the hard work. I think those three things for real
Yes, sir.
can make you a star.
Absolutely. And I know you said, sometimes, when you are feeling down, what are some of the things that you do when you are feeling down to bring yourself back up?
Shoot, therapy. That's
Therapy
first.
for sure.
Talk to my therapist. I read. I'm getting back into reading a lot.
That's
Um,
good.
reading books, just to educate myself on certain things. Playing basketball. Everybody, if you know me, you know basketball is like my first love. So when those moments when I'm clouded, like I'll just go outside my driveway or I'll try to go in the gym too. Even when I got a mini hoop in my house, like I just bounce the ball and just
Yeah.
shoot. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes that it helps me a lot, to clear my mind.
Staying in
Um,
motion.
yeah, absolutely. Sometimes it's actually like sitting still, like just being outside, like enjoying the
Yeah.
scenery,
Yeah.
um, sitting by the water. Like I'm actually about to do that once I get off with you and get off. I
Yeah.
actually have a therapy appointment today too. So once I get off
Love
with
it.
you,
I love it.
get off my
Uh,
therapist, I'm gonna go outside on the boardwalk here in
yeah.
Atlantic City and just look at
Yeah.
the water, look at the scenery.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's one
those
of the most
probably like
peaceful
the
things to do is look at the water, just being around
absolute
nature. Absolutely,
fact.
man.
So yeah, those like the top things that I do.
Absolutely, man. And Tylan, one of the questions I like to ask each and every one of my guests that come on the show is what's their definition of success? Now, success doesn't have to be anything related to money. It could be whatever it is. It could be happiness. It could be family. It could be accomplishing and
Mm-hmm.
crushing your goals. It could be being the biggest artist in the world. What's your definition of success?
Um, for me, you saying for me personally, like
Yeah,
what
for
is
you
my
personally, like
like
what's Tylan's definition of success? Nobody else, nobody else. What's your definition? What it mean to you?
for me? I right now, I think I just want to be one of the biggest artists in the world, like you said. I'll
Yeah,
leave a
yeah,
legacy that's bigger than me.
for
That's
sure.
gonna be here when my kids, like when I'm way gone, like my kids still talking about and bragging about the music that I created. And just having fun. And just enjoying it, enjoying the process, enjoying the times when I don't feel like getting up and
Yeah,
working out or going to the studio. Um, go work on my choreography and rehearse for a show, like just enjoying the little things,
yeah,
um, and just having a good time with everything. Because money isn't everything.
yes,
Having
sir.
the baddest chick ain't everything. It's just like enjoying your time that you
Yeah,
have on this earth and just trying to make the most of it. And like I said, to leave a legacy that's bigger than you, that people are still talking about years and years after you're gone. So that's my
absolutely.
definition of success.
That's beautiful, bro. And I already see that coming for you for sure, bro. And before I let you go, bro, I know I asked you before, man, but can you just sing a little something? Can we close it out with a little something? You allowed to do that? You able to do that? Just a little something, anything. 10 seconds. It
Oh
don't even matter.
man.
10 seconds. I know I put you on the spot.
Let me see, man. What could I do real quick?
Hey,
Okay, I give y'all a new joint. I give y'all a new joint that's about to come out in a little bit.
Okay.
Call it "Don't Go Wasting My Time." You gonna give y'all just a little bit.
Don't go wasting my time. I hope nobody wasting your time, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta let me know. All right, here go just real quick. All right.
Yes, sir.
Just about a minute ago, you were my little babe. All that I wanted. You knew how to keep my focus. And I didn't mind giving you something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just getting warmed up. You know what I'm saying?
That's no warm up. That's no tea.
Yeah, no tea, no warm up. That's just all off, top. So yeah.
Nah, bro, you definitely got a solid voice, bro. Like I can only see it's up for you, bro. As a lot of times, a lot of these artists, and there's no shade to no artists, but I love music. I love hearing people with natural raw talent. I love hearing like that natural sound. Like you could tell a lot of it is not the engineering, it's not the audio, man. You could tell it's coming from like your actual. You are the instrument, bro. So I definitely commend that for sure.
I appreciate it, man. Like I said, I work hard, every day, putting in work, trying to make sure I keep this thing intact. You know what I'm saying? So I can put on a show for my fans. Because like I said, it could be one thing. I could be the biggest person on social media today or tomorrow, but I feel like if I can't put butts in the seats and make people, remember my show, then like I said, it was all for what. So like I said, when people come to my show, I want to make sure I give them a show. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna make your money's worth. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you your money's
worth.
Absolutely,
bro. And again, that was a beautiful. Can't wait to hear that song. And bro, where can the people find you?
Man, y'all can find me on all socials at official_Tylan. That's official_TYLAN. Make sure y'all spell that right. And yeah, tap in with me, man. I want to connect with all my fans. You know what I'm saying? I want to show love. As long as y'all show love back, go support the music. My perspective is out now. It's a link in my bio right now for that. It's on YouTube, on my YouTube playlist. Go watch all the videos. And I got an EP coming real soon. I got a new single dropping. Hopefully before the month is out. And yeah, man, I'm excited. Yeah, man, working. So yeah, make sure y'all tap in with me. And I appreciate you, JR, for having me on the platform.
Yeah, I didn't know, bro. I had to get you, bro.
Absolutely, man. Anytime we need tap in, just hit me up. Let me know, man.
Absolutely, bro. I'm watching the career unfold, bro. I can't wait to see you do amazing things, bro.
I appreciate you, man. It's love.
Absolutely, bro. Have a good rest of your day, man. Enjoy your session, bro.
All right, you too, man. Love, man. Peace.
All right, family.